Hello everyone and welcome to this fashionably daring game of Danganronpa. We finished up the first half of the case. Yeah, there's still a second half. And I teased y'all, my pleasurable self, ruining all y'all's dreams, you know. That is the ultimate despair. Anyways, enough role-playing, because about shit, I am at role-playing. Yeah, so now we're moving on to the second half, because now it seems like we're about to get a good glimpse at Junko Inoshima, who is the mastermind of this game. Yeah. Alright, start. Well, still plenty more to go. Oh boy. Here we go. Yep.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
So I'm not gonna lie, going through my first run of this game, I questioned myself of what I was on during this point.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
I don't know what happens if you click OK, but I'm just gonna move on.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
You bitch!
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Nice. This is the mastermind? She's kinda hot. The real Junko Inoshima!
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Day after day.
How you doing?
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
I feel ya.
Your face.
Yeah! You don't have freckles!
Huh? What about my face?
You don't have freckles.
What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Well, a lot of people say that. Probably not Makoto though after this.
I feel
You know,
like
Nagiri.
This isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere too. It's definitely before I got... it was the first day in the main hall, right? Of course, I had to... Oh yeah, the magazines! I'm a fucking fool before arriving to the school.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
It was photoshopped!
Wow,
Apparently.
you have a pretty good memory.
No, it wasn't.
I guess that's why you've made it this
It's just
far,
that, the
huh?
freckles.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her in tons of magazine covers, but I feel like the doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Haha! Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. She's got like one of the biggest fucking smiles, or in this sense, Mukuro. That smile like covers up one half of her, or like 1/3. No, one. Let's divide it up. So, let's see. 1/3 to 1/4 of her face. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know it. It's a hell and back with like computers and junk. You ever seen Hell and Back? Pretty good movie. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't.
You
quite
sound like a
seem
certain
sane,
person.
Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
Cool.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Danganshima!
So, I'm not gonna lie when I say this, but I'm also one of the people that like Junko, along with Mukuro, because Junko has probably the most interesting of personalities. Now, I don't know if she's got, like, dissociative identity. Well, no, she doesn't have that. But let's say multiple personality, because I think the difference between is that you know you have multiple personalities or something. While dissociative identity disorder, you know you have things, but like you don't share the same memories as much as you do. So, generally speaking, she's pretty cool, in my opinion. Not best character in the game, but definitely one of the better ones.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa,
I also
she's
like...
a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself.
That's really fucking sad.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
Our family got divorced.
Oh,
That's really sad.
You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it forced me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
It's part of life. Get used to it.
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
I'm glad I didn't have her cussing like the first minute.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Okay.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
She went to like Fenrir. Like, I don't think that's a letdown.
Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way.
Wow.
Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with.
Let's see. That's an odd number. You fucked up.
Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the Three Atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Damn.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society.
I'm just gonna ask you one quick question. Did your hair like shorten or something?
Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's
Attention whore.
why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
Uh-huh.
She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of
A
mine.
Bitcoin player.
Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
Wow.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
I was says the most annoying one out of them.
So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
This is the only bad
In other
one.
words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
She didn't want to be in part of the trial. This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well,
No.
you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance.
Okay.
But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Yeah, don't fuck with you, apparently. Stay away from me, please.
You talk like that. You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
I would know because I sacrificed mine.
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never emotions.
Did you know, like, did you have like a boyfriend or something though?
Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
Cool.
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
You were probably a little shit when you were younger.
That's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill.
Well then, fucking Flowey.
We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything.
Anything in the magic world of imagination.
We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you kill two birds with one stone, or as in the case, you kill one with just your hands.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
It's like in the scenes, it's like she got impaled, like she's just like eating popcorn in the control room.
That's not true at all. We were
Oh, whoa.
twins. How could I not be sad?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty sad when I killed my sister. It was kinda,
That's why it gets me so excited.
okay.
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands.
My own two bare hands!
That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
You wanna listen to the word super more times? No?
Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
Ink.
What the hell is wrong
Also,
with you?
you can put that in any hentai line.
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else.
Went out without trying.
She must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
I just want to point out, when she mentions jealous, remember when I was talking about if like Sayako was actually alive and like she was super jealous of Makoto hanging with Kyoko?
Turning your
I think
own
that would have turned out to be an
despair into some
interesting
kind of
thing.
fetish. Abnormality doesn't
However-
even begin to describe it.
Yeah. However, I want to know what happens in the manga, cause like I don't know if I can like read it online or something. I haven't checked obviously, but like I do want to know what happens in there, cause I heard it's a much more kind of like different experience in terms of who dies. So I'm interested.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
And you can tell because she's got skizzers.
Saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
And I know that because I am the perfect human being.
Master's way more perfect. Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Oh shit.
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
Isn't like Monokuma like a robot? I mean, I know like Mondo could carry it because he's fucking strong. But Junko? I mean, I haven't seen if she's got like abs or whatnot or something like that. But isn't that thing supposed to be particularly heavy as shit?
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
I guess you could take the possibility that, well, there are a few possibilities in Tiny Hands' disposal. When she was carrying that one piece, just to mention, though, that it could be a very heavy piece, so the rest of it could be even heavier. Combined with that, it could be even heavier. Or I could be wrong and that it was easy for her to carry.
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries.
Let's go, Makoto, bro. He fucking taking forearm strat. He's placing his flag down on Mount Everest, bro. That's Makoto for you, baby.
And then
I can't wait,
All
Peter.
right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
I hope you didn't steal the memories of me jacking off in the locker room.
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean.
Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and then we'll continue this off, so... Alright, sorry for taking a bit long. There was a little thing that kinda happened. I accidentally pressed stop recording, so I'm gonna record 15 minutes on this, but I have 15 minutes of that, and I'll have 15 minutes of this, and we'll combine those two and make an episode. Alright, let's go. The reporters are taking those interviews. It must mean...
I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance day exams.
What the fuck?
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma told us. Memories that were stolen from us. What they must relate to. So I was a little confused on this one. I couldn't remember what it was, but yeah, what it is the motives that Monokuma came up with. I picked the class trials.
Talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important.
You said hope.
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
You're fine.
So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Theme of the motive that took photos. Those DVDs on my DVD was before so her and friends they have. So the first motive, the moment we were given was human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
Not at all!
Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still...
On my next Kickstarter! Motivation for murder!
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question.
Oh god.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
The second murder, the murder scene was, that's when we all got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. I mentioned how I used to wet the bed. So that time was the past.
I got it!
I got it!
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
Murders!
embarrassing memories and secrets!
Becca!
And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Or
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
until you die.
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
This was like her plan all along, was just to drag out by asking stupid questions. Or threatening to execute us all.
So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Me of the third murder was, the reason Celeste turned to murder was she wanted to buy a European castle and lived there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time the murder was a new outlook. A new outlook on life. Let's see here.
I got it!
Greed.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Yeah, that one guy from Full Metal Alchemist and Bon.
Seek and destroy!
Greed from Full Metal Alchemist is better than Bon. So, like, I said it, he's cooler. Bon got too much emotional towards love and
Goddamn
stuff.
straight it was money. Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
First it was Big Mac, then it was Mackletoe, now Sweet Cheeks?
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was, what was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? Had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the female motive was... Well, betrayal.
I got it!
I got it!
In her case, it was betrayal.
I feel like another answer for that would be friendship, but yeah.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Wait, why are you such a bitch to Kyoko?
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
You see all these mushrooms I've grown on my head? That is all the stuff I store in my brain from serotonin.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Just to remind you.
Relationships,
Bullshit.
secrets, money, betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
You wouldn't be wrong.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
I mean, we have, like, stealing my pet hamster, so now I shit in your Frosted Flakes motive.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
I think what she's trying to get back is that these are going to be basically memories of our things that we've had connections. Memories of everything that has come to help.
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
There's also a loophole in here where basically these are memories that we had in the school.
What I'm trying to say is the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
I mean, let's think about it this way. You had something that you, like, just hated ever happening, and it was taken away from you, so now you have hope from that shit. Makes sense.
Plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place.
Basically, if she didn't take our memories, then there would be no point because we would never want to kill anyone. Mainly because we already knew each other from the start.
That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
And not spend your entire life fucking watching fucking Pokemon and eating Ritz crackers.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Replace the U with an O.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Because in the interview you just admitted that you would stay.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair.
More damsels.
I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Oh shit! The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
so something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too.
It's like just a huge pile of orgies on in like malls and schools.
See your faces sink into despair.
My God, it grows like a boner.
Now then, open sesame!
Open sesame.
Behold, the world beyond the school walls!
Can you like get to the point?
This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
You know, this is like really bad for the fact that this is such a fucking cliche. I mean, I've already hit you with the ultimate despair before, so I won't hit you again with it. Oh my God, it's Paw. What happened to Paw Patrol? Oh, look at that one. It's mighty.
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to Tame Impala earlier before the trial started.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
Yeah, you know, I think it came from a movie called Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world
In the
is
membrane.
locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
She's trying to mention a certain character.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial. Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
I don't know.
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
Like seriously.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I
I'm
supposed
looking.
to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
I think it's
This
that
is the
one.
end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
I think I know what it is. Hold on.
Come on, bitches! What the fuck happened?
You want us to when it comes to that crate, I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of
I mean, what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
God damn it!
This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
I'm checking the timer. Okay.
Come on, bitches! What the fuck happened?
You want us to
Just give me some more time, man!
What's the meaning? Is this another one of
I mean, you're telling us what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
Yeah!
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong! That one like slipped through the needle, brother.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
It's actually Genocide Jill.
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Tiny hands.
You telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, she just gave gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, have a good day.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Like, it's so fucking ridiculous.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain!
This one doesn't have a penis. Wait, Kyoko, is that your baseball bat? What the fuck?
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
And we will get to that next time on Danganronpa, where we continue off what is happening in the end. And, you know, I'll combine these two, because I accidentally said stop recording, but it's fine. Alright, thank you so much for coming by. Peace, peeps.